For ranking. Sandra, you did wrong too.
I'm not sure. That spelling is definitely not right.
For ranking.
You said it's K-H-R-U.
Kuru.
Kuru.
A-N-G-N.
Yeah.
Parents, members, and guests, please welcome the 2022-2023 North Dakota FFA State Officer Team. State Parliamentarian Wyatt Kirsten. State Sentinel Jacob Van Berkom. State Reporter Faith Norby.
It's my time. There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory.
State Treasurer Regan Jones.
I do it for the glory. I'll be more than just a fable.
State Vice President Haley Maddock.
I will never be too afraid to bleed, giving all of me even when it's hard. Oh, I started as an ember who was made for kerosene.
State Secretary Caitlin Duxcher.
Now I'm raging like a fire, burning up through everything I see. And it goes something like, I'm victorious.
And State President Amy Klein.
There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory. 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 When all is left is dust, they'll remember. Oh, they'll remember.
The convention hall will come to order. We are now holding the fourth session of the 94th North Dakota FFA State Convention. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The Parliamentarian.
Hereby a copy of Robert's Rules of Order.
Your duties there.
It is my obligation to know and share information about parliamentary law and assist members in proper meeting procedures and etiquette so that we may accomplish the business of the chapter. I assure that every member will be heard and the majority will prevail.
The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they're welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The Reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
USA, USA, USA.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the Emblem of Washington.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary. Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is the token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are 1,327 members, guests, and advisors present. Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA membership possess. May we accomplish our purposes, I now declare a session of the 94th North Dakota FFA State Convention duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Good morning, North Dakota FFA. I have the honor of introducing you to the most laid-back animal and plant-loving duo on the team. Please welcome your state sentinel, Jacob Van Berkom, and state parliamentarian, Wyatt Kirsten.
Good morning, North Dakota FFA. Jacob and I have been up since dawn getting the North Dakota FFA ranch ready for y'all this morning.
That's right. We've already collected the eggs, fed the rabbits, and watered the trees.
It was a lot of work, but I think we're ready.
Wait a minute. I think this grass is too long. I better go get the lawnmower.
While our horticulturalist Jacob goes and finishes the chores, let's hear the reflection from Jack Stoppleworth from the Kindred FFA chapter.
Please assume an attitude of prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together this week and for the fellowship we have engaged in over the last few days. Thank you for the opportunities we've had to learn, make friends, and compete. Please help us to finish out the week strong. Keep our eyes fixed on you, Lord, and let everything we do be for your glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Jack. Welcome to the fourth convention session of the 94th North Dakota FFA Convention. This session will be filled with CDE results, and we will be hearing retiring addresses from our state treasurer, Regan Jones, and our state reporter, Faith Norby.
Cows, harvesters, corn.
Wyatt?
Sheep, hay bales.
Wyatt, what are you doing?
I'm agriculturally communicating.
Oh, well, maybe we should leave that to professionals. Let's hear the results for the Agricultural Communications CDE. Amy, please share the results.
These awards are sponsored by Ellington Angus and Dakota Farmer and Farm Progress. Would representatives of these sponsors please join us on stage to help hand out the awards? We would like to especially thank the NDSU Ag Communications Department for coordinating this event. We'll begin with the press release practicum. Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals on the screen. The gold individuals are asked to please come forward to receive their award and remain on stage until the winner is announced. From Rugby, Carter Teagan. From Kindred, Jack Stoppleworth. And from Carrington, Sierra Freed. The high individual in the press release practicum is Jack Stoppleworth from the Kindred FFA chapter. Next, we have the editing practicum. Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals. The gold individuals are asked to please come forward to receive their award and remain on stage until the winner is announced. From Carrington, Bailey Laura. And from Divide County, Jewel Stenson. The high individual in the video editing practicum is Jewel Stenson from the Divide County FFA chapter. Now, for the letter to the editor practicum. Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals on the screen. The gold individuals are asked to please come forward to receive their award and remain on stage until the winner is announced. From Scranton, Vanessa O's. From Napoleon, Alyssa Young. From Rugby, Riley Keating. And from Hope Page, Esther Stinky. The high individual in the letter to the editor practicum is Alyssa Young from the Napoleon FFA chapter. Finally, we have the web design practicum. Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals on the screen. The gold individuals are asked to please come forward to receive their award and remain on stage until the winner is announced. From Edgecolm, Gracie Severson. From Kindred, Emmanuel Weber. And from Carrington, Mercedes Laura. The high individual in the web design practicum is Gracie Severson from the Edgeley-Colm FFA chapter. Now, for the team results. Congratulations to the bronze and silver teams shown on the screen. The traveling trophy for agricultural communications is sponsored by Dakota Plains Cooperative. Would all members of the gold teams and their advisor please come forward? They are Carrington, Napoleon, and Rugby. Your high team representing North Dakota at the National FFA Convention is the Carrington FFA chapter.
Jacob, what are you doing?
I'm ready to go to the nursery to shop for some trees. I'm looking for a quaking aspen.
Jacob, I said we're giving the Nursery Landscape Awards, not going to the nursery.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and announce the Nursery Landscape Awards.
The sponsors for Nursery Landscape are ConocoPhillips and Midwest Steel. Will sponsor representatives please join us on stage to help hand out awards? Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals. The gold individuals are asked to please come forward and accept their award. Elijah Geetson of Glen Ullin, Braden Schlatter, Glen Ullin, Michael Gartner, Glen Ullin, Joseph Gartner, Glen Ullin, Xander Swenson of Kindred, Nicholas Dahl, Kindred, Kaylee Kuntz, Mandan, Ellie Bargman, Mandan, Taya Shelsky, Medina, and Shada Schwarzenberger of Napoleon, Bailey Erlocker, New England, Cole Anderson, Rugby, Sarah Schmaltz, Rugby, Haley Heilman, Rugby, Jacqueline Duxer, Rugby, Lane Novak, South Prairie, Caitlin Larson of Velva. We now ask that the top 5 individuals come on stage and remain on stage until the high individual is announced. Molly Hansen from Carrington, Tevia Vogel from Hebron, Andrew Tom from Kindred, Nicholas Wolfkohl of Richland 44, and Annalise Rauschenberg of South Prairie. And our state winner to receive the Baby Bison $250 scholarship and a chainsaw provided by Midwest Steel, Tevye Vogel from the Hebron FFA chapter. Some excellent teams in this event, and congratulations to those in the bronze and silver categories. Your gold teams are Mandan, South Prairie. Those are your gold teams. Would all members of the top 3 teams and their advisor please come on stage? They are Glen Olin, Kindred, and Rugby. The high team representing North Dakota at Nationals will be the team from the Kindred FFA chapter, coached by Mallory Lee and Mitchell Becker.
Now it's time for the real show. The North Dakota FFA Chorus, led by Sean Neeson and sponsored by the North Dakota FFA Alumni Association. Let's welcome the North Dakota FFA Chorus.
High State FFA, we are the FFA State Choir, and we will be singing Let It Be by the Beatles.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
here to introduce our friend, the State Officer Team Country Music Guru. Your State Treasurer, Regan Jones, for her retiring address is Anna Kupenhaver.
It's hard to put into words how much Regan has changed my life. Regan and I have been best friends since elementary school. We have always been there for each other, whether it be during our quick study sessions before class, our coffee trips during our online periods, or just a simple life update. Regan has always been the type of person to lend a helping hand. When she was elected into North Dakota State office, I couldn't have been more proud of her. Her passion for FFA is unmatched. I felt so fortunate to be able to share that moment with her. I was so happy to know that North Dakota FFA was in good hands. Knowing that there were kids out there getting their lives changed by getting to know Regan and by having her in their lives made me feel very lucky to call her my friend. When she asked me to introduce her at North Dakota State FFA Convention, I felt honored to be able to tell everybody what a truly inspiring person Regan Jones is and always will be. Now, without further ado, I am here to introduce you to, for her retiring address, your 2022-2023 State FFA Treasurer, Regan Jones.
Way southbound train, like an Arizona desert rain, like lightning in the sky, like fireworks in July, like a left field home run ball, like a whiskey shot at last call. It's like she was made for moving on. That girl is going, going on. I could say it wasn't meant to be.
I have to study for my history final, write that paper for English that I've been putting off, figure out where I'm working this summer, and finalize all my graduation plans. How am I going to get all this done, plus actually enjoy my senior year? This was my mindset last April as I was preparing to graduate high school. On top of that, in 4 short months, I'd be moving to Fargo to start my freshman year of college. Many told me to enjoy my time in high school before life got hard, but I just couldn't get the list of things I had to do off my mind. My last day of high school rolled around, and I finally understood why I was told to enjoy it. This would be the last time that I would get to see my classmates that I grew up with since preschool, and overall the last moments of life would be fully predictable. June came and I was thrown into an unimaginable situation. State office. While I was excited to get to know my team and get to travel around the state, there was now a new to-do list in my mind. Besides all the things I had to do before moving to college, I had to learn how to grow in this newfound position. Soon it became time to move into college. I thought I was prepared in my planning, but driving into the big city of Fargo proved the opposite. I felt that I was being thrown to the wolves with nothing to protect me. Well, that obviously wasn't true, but my inability to have everything planned out made me feel lost. That first month, I was so worried about being late to class and getting all my homework done that I didn't take the time to make friends and make memories. Overall, I missed my freshman college experience. I was living in snapshots and not seeing the whole picture of the life I was living. Life is always changing and is so unpredictable, and I was getting lost, thinking I had to have it all planned out. Why was I not choosing to live in the moment, but planning for the future that seems so far away? How many moments did I truly miss out on because of waiting for the next big thing? This year, I learned that the key to enjoying life is not to wish away days waiting for better ones ahead. This year, I challenged myself to do just that, and I have some tips to share with you all to do this too. First, focus on the present. Before, I was always worried about the future, but this year, I reminded myself to focus on the present. For example, while I attended FFA banquets this year, instead of worrying about the classes I had the next day, I focused on celebrating the FFA members in front of me. I also focused on bonding with my team when we were at the Capitol during breaks, instead of worrying about all the planning we had to do, whether that included a team trip to Walmart, going to get crumble or ice cream, or just hanging out at the hotel after a long day. Secondly, knowing when it's time to quit working and go to bed after a long day. I know it sounds silly, but this strategy really helped me become well-rested and maintain my stress. One way I do this is by setting my phone on Do Not Disturb at 10 p.m. during the week to signal that it's time to be done with work for the day. Lastly, taking breaks and doing things that you love with the people you love. This past year, I really looked forward to going to Bible study and playing volleyball with my friends during the week. Having plans like this that are consistent is a great way to take my mind off of all the to-dos that need to be done and just focus on having fun. North Dakota FFA, I challenge you to put away your to-do lists and planners, use my trusty tips, and just enjoy where you are. Embrace the moment.
Like a runaway southbound train, like an Arizona desert rain, like lightning in the sky, like fireworks in July, like a left field home run ball, like a whiskey shot at last call.
Well, there's a whole list of people I want to thank, but first of all, I want to thank God for all things are from Him and through Him. Hopefully I honored you in the way you wanted me to this year. Hopefully I was a light in the way you intended in serving North Dakota FFA. Mom, Dad, Colby, Brody, and John, thank you for being the best support system I could have asked for. Even if I was a little crabby at times, especially in all my travels, you were always there to help me read the road report and for being there when I need someone to talk to. Nikki, Craig, Rebecca, and Susie, thank you for being the best role models I could have asked for this year. Thank you for being great leaders I could look up to and for always having fun with us, even if we were busy working. My team, thank you for being the best family I could have asked for this year. Thank you for all the memories we've made and all the memories we're going to make. I'm so excited to see where life's going to take all of you. Pheasant and Bone FFA and Mr. Mo, thank you for going along with all of my crazy ideas, even if they seem a little insane in the moment. I would truly not be here without all of you. North Dakota FFA, thank you for taking a chance on this small town girl and for letting me truly be myself this year. I love all of you.
Mom, Dad, would you get up here?
Like a runaway southbound train, like an Arizona desert rain, like a lightning in the sky, like fireworks in July, like a left field home run ball, like a whiskey shot at last call. It's like she was made for moving on. That girl is going.
North Dakota FFA, I proudly present you to my parents, Stephen and Kristen Jones.
I could say it wasn't meant to be, maybe meant to be misunderstood.
You all get up here.
Can't hold on to letting go, change the way the river flows. Loving her's like roping in the wind, like a runaway southbound train, like an Arizona desert rain, like a lightning in the sky, like fireworks in July, like a left field home run ball, like a whiskey shot at last call. It's like she was made for moving on. That girl is going.
Regan, you were truly a guiding light for us this year. From always sparking a discussion and group discussions, to your crazy obsession to Cole Wetzel and your endless love of sheep. Your encouragement for us to always push through the hard times was truly inspiring. Thank you for making this year one to remember. North Dakota FFA, I proudly present your 2022-2023 State Treasurer, Regan Jones.
Like a runaway southbound train, like an Arizona desert rain, like a lightning in the sky, like fireworks in July, like a left field home run ball, like a whiskey shot at last call.
Wyatt, what does a Western floral shop owner say when they're having a rough day?
What?
What in carnation?
Jacob, stop pawing my leg and let's get on with the floriculture results.
Our state sponsors for floriculture are Mike and Marjorie Axe and Redeem Huppel. Will sponsor representatives please join us on stage? Congratulations to the bronze and silver recipients shown on the screen. For the best of the best, let's meet the Gold Award individuals. Will all Gold individuals please come forward to receive their award? Isabella Newman, Carrington. Emma Aberly of Carrington. Abby Lee from Carrington. Hannah Whitaker of Pheasant and Bowdoin. Leah Davidson of Golden Valley. Avery Olstead, Golden Valley County. Ava Halvertson of Harvey. Milena Dubert of Harvey. Ashley Keller of Harvey. Olivia Havelka, Hettinger. Elsa Ingebrigtsen of Kindred. Jenna Ozier of Kindred. Cora Johnson of Kindred. Bailey Stoddard of Kindred. Olivia Fulman of Leeds. Ashlyn Kuntz of Mandan. Brooklyn Miller of Mandan. Paige Anderson, Medina. Grace Oline, New Salem. Hannah Gerving, New Salem. Tegan Olson, Oak Sargent Central Ellendale. Evan Olson, Oak Sargent Central Ellendale. Ivy Graber, Rollette. Tressa Arnstrand, Rugby. Maya McNeff, Rugby. Ryan Slabaugh, Rugby. Elena Aris from Towner. Kaylin Larson, Velva. Hannah Nelson of Winemere. Those are your gold individuals. We ask that the top 5 individuals come forward and remain on stage until the high individual is announced. From Central Cast, Samantha Burchell. From Deluxe Burlington, Bryn Hansen. From Hope Page, Esther Stanky. From Mandan, Alexis Ritzman. And from Rugby, Jacqueline Dukeshire. The high individual receives a baby bison and a $250 stipend, and that member is Samantha Burchell from the Central Cast FFA chapter. Moving on to the team awards. Congratulations to all the bronze and silver teams on the screens. Will one representative from each gold team please come forward as their chapter names are called? In the gold category, we have Carrington, Harvey, Oak Sargent Central Ellendale, and Velva. We ask that all members of the top 3 teams and their advisor please come forward and remain on stage until the high team is announced. In the top 3 teams, we have Kindred, Mandan, and Rugby. From these top teams emerges our state champion floriculture team from the Rugby FFA chapter, coached by Isaac Ripplinger and Christy Tonneson.
Jacob, those briskets and fries were really good. The meals at NDFFA Ranch are always the best.
Some nice beef and potatoes sure do taste great after long days of work.
Why don't we leave it to the professionals with the Food Scientist Awards with Amy?
Cavendish Farms and Beulah FFA chapter are our state sponsors. Will representatives please join us on stage? Congratulations to our bronze and silver individuals shown on the screen. We ask that the gold individuals come forward to accept their award. We have Chrissy Pakalik from Belfield, McCoy Mole from Beulah, Jory Voigt Beulah, Katie Reich Beulah, Emma Aberly Carrington, Nicole Lee Carrington, Sierra Freet Carrington, Donovan Bartz Pheasant and Bowden, Delaney Erfleet from Pheasant and Bowden, Dayton Kishnick from Glen Ullin, Elizabeth Backler Glen Ullin, Ava Halvertson Harvey, Emma Selensky Harvey, Olivia Havelka Hedinger, Maya Ulmer from Kidder County, Jack Stopworth Kindred, Bailey Stoddard Kindred, Delaney Hankel Max, Hattie Here Max, Kelsey Vanderberg Medina, Paige Anderson Medina, Evan Doe Mart Regent, Elodie Kuhn Napoleon, Jada Schwarzenby from Napoleon, Claire Piatz from Napoleon, Hannah Vanderwall New Salem, Nicholas Wolfkohl Richland 44, Cora Hurstmanley from Richland, Kaylee Bain Richland 44, Cody Bain Richland 44, Cole Anderson Rugby, Haley Junt Rugby, Trista Arnstrom Rugby, Emily Klein Scranton, Madeline Hogue South Prairie, Joshua Linbo South Prairie, Natalie Becker South Prairie, Briley Beater South Prairie, Gracie Rauschenberg South Prairie, Brecken Unjem from Surrey, Gabe Lackaduck Valva, Julia Seibold Wahpeton, Annalise Legesse from Wahpeton, Samantha Geezer Washburn, Carter Ketterling Wishick. Will the top individuals please remain on stage? In no particular order, we have Ava Halvertson Harvey, Jack Stopworth Kindred, Delaney Henkel Max, Elodie Kuhn Napoleon, Cole Anderson Rugby, and Madeline Hogue South Prairie. The high individual receives a baby bison trophy and also a $250 stipend. The high individual in food science and technology is Jack Stopworth from the Kindred FFA chapter. We will follow with the team awards and congratulate those teams in the bronze and silver categories. Will a representative please come forward as the gold teams are announced? In the gold category, we have Harvey, Carrington, Rugby, Beulah, and Max. Will the top 3 teams and their advisor please come forward and remain on stage? Napoleon, South Prairie, and Richland 44. Now, it is time to identify the team that will represent North Dakota at the National Food Science and Technology event. That team is the South Prairie FFA chapter, coached by Mr. Zach Weiss and Benjamin Seidler.
You know, Jacob, some people think that living on the North Dakota FFA ranch is a little backwards way of living.
But every once in a while, we try to make it into town to see all the new things going on.
Like, for example, yesterday I saw a wagon that didn't have a horse in front of it.
Or how about that time we saw the girl talking to her friend on some sort of talking box?
Jacob, I gotta say, our hillbilly impersonations were pretty great. But right now, we have some very talented individuals. Please turn your attention to the talent stage as we hear from Christian Fritz and Jenner Johnson from the Rugby FFA chapter.
Memories of You, and it goes a little like this. So quiet, but my mind's so loud. Thoughts of you never seem to leave me now. Every breath feels like it's one too few. Living without you, it's hard to know what to do. I'm drowning memories of you. I'm trying to hold on, but it's slipping through. This heart aches away, I can't shake. Wish I could find a way to escape. try to hide it, but the pain's still there. Lost in the darkness, can't seem to find a prayer. Hoping for something to break me free, but all I feel is this misery. I'm drowning in memories of you. I'm trying to hold on, but it's slipping through. This heart aches away, I can't shake. Wish I could find a way to escape. Sometimes it feels like this whole world's just too much, and I'm just a broken soul trying to keep in touch with a love that's gone and a future that's lost. Searching for something I can't afford the cost. I'm drowning in memories of you. I'm trying to hold on, but it's slipping through. This heart aches away, I can't shake. Wish I could find a way to escape. Thank you.
Thank you for that amazing performance. Why, what happened to you?
The tractor wouldn't start.
Oh, well, maybe these next individuals can help you get that fixed. Let's meet the Agriculture, Technology, and Mechanical Systems participants.
The Basic Agricultural Technology and Mechanical Systems contest consists of a written test, tool identification, small wood project, and a bill of materials. Sponsors of this event are North Dakota State Fair Association and Titan Machinery Incorporated. Would these sponsors please join us on stage? Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals shown on the screen. The gold individuals will receive a cordless drill from our friends at Titan Machinery. Will the gold individuals please come forward to receive their drill and gold pin and remain on stage until the high individual has been announced. We have from Delax Burlington, J.C. Hutton, from President Bowden, Carter Labor, and from Kindred, Wyatt Vining, from Max, Hattie here, from New England, Bradley Krebs, From Rugby, Alex Kraft. From South Prairie, Carter Sis. From Belva, Mason Kraft. And from Wishick, Kane Kemet. The high individual will also receive a $250 stipend, a baby bison, and a traveling trophy. The winner is Bradley Krebs from the New England FFA chapter. The Intermediate Agriculture Technology Mechanic Systems are sponsored by CHS Foundation and Steffes Auctioneer. Representatives from these sponsors join us on stage to help with these awards. Congratulations to bronze and silver individuals as shown on the screen. We follow the same procedure with the gold winners. As the gold participants are named, please stay on the stage where the top 10 gold individuals will receive a jigsaw, courteous of our friends at CHS Foundation. The gold individuals are Braden Barnhart from Dickinson, Porter Johnson from Pheasant and Bowdoin, Kevin Juke, Glen Ullin, Callaghan Hauser, Hebron, Taylor Kuntz, Mandan, Delaney Henkel from Max, Jared Sanders from New Salem, Michael Crowder from Powers Lake, and Ryan Schmaltz from Rugby. Individual will also receive a $250 stipend, a baby bison trophy, and the traveling trophy. It goes to Delaney Henkel from the Max FFA chapter. Technology and Mechanical Systems Awards, sponsored by Darren and Kristen Hoyme, Pioneer Equipment Dealers Association, Titan Machinery, and Rolla FFA. Will representatives from these sponsors please join us on stage? Please look to the screen for the bronze and silver awards. Your gold individuals are Emmett Rear from Belfield, Gavin McKittrick from Bowman, Brian Harris, Carrington, Ian Holves, Carrington, Madison Sitzman, Edgley-Colm, Tyler Schneider, Glen Ullin, Michael Gartner, Glen Ullin, Elijah Freitz, Grant County, Hunter Hausauer from Killdeer, Tegan Eberly, Napoleon, Christian Fritz, Rugby, Jacob Kramer, South Prairie, and Preston Kraft of Velva. The top 10 gold individuals will receive a hammer and tool belt from Darren and Kristen Hoyme. The top 10 individuals are Joe Lindbergh from Carrington, Logan Grover, Pheasant and Bowden, Braden Schlatter, Glen Olin, Caleb Schaefer, Glen Olin, Grant Anderson, Harvey, Jonathan Schmidt, Mandan, Jaden Henning, Oak Sargent Central, Ellendale, Evan Olson, Oak Sargent Central, Ellendale, Wade Gorder, Richland 44, and Mitchell Weeby of Rowlett. The high individual also receives a $250 stipend, the Baby Bison Trophy, and the Matt Curdy Memorial Traveling Trophy donated by Rolla FFA. And the high individual is Mitchell Weeby from the Rolla FFA chapter. For the team awards. Congratulations to those teams in the bronze and silver categories shown on your screen. And the gold teams are from Killdeer and Mandan. And will the three gold teams and their advisors please come forward and remain on stage until we announce the high team. These are from Carrington, Glen Olin, and Harvey. The members of the top team each receive a set of tools from Titan Machinery and a traveling trophy. And they are the Carrington FFA chapter, coached by Missy Hansen. Combination of scores in each of the three agricultural, technology, and mechanical system areas are used to determine the sweepstakes awards. These awards are sponsored by Napa of Garrison. Would sponsors please come forward to assist with these awards? Congratulations to the bronze and silver sweepstakes teams displayed on the screen. As we announce the top 2 teams for the Sweepstakes Awards, we ask that all mechanics participants from that chapter and their advisor come on stage. The top 2 teams in the Ag Mechanics Sweepstakes are Glen Ullin and Rugby. And the top Ag Mechanics Sweepstakes chapter who receives the traveling trophy sponsored by Acme Tool Crib is the Rugby FFA chapter. Please be sure to pick up all Ag Mechanics projects and tools at the Service Center before you leave campus.
You will not want to miss what we have next. We have our state reporter, Faith Norby, giving her retiring address. Here to introduce Faith is Iris Dukart.
Good morning. My name is Iris Dukart, and I have the privilege of introducing to you Faith, your North Dakota FFA state reporter. I've had the pleasure of walking through life beside Faith and sharing many memories too numerous to count that have led us to today. Some of my favorites include baking together, taking road trips, and our many chats about life. We have even shared the duties of being FFA mom to our younger FFA members throughout high school. But through this all, I've seen Faith's light shine as a servant leader. She continually seeks to serve others through great humility and sacrifice, embodying the last lines of our FFA motto, living to serve. She has risen to many challenges in life and strives to grow through all of these experiences, no matter what she faces. Faith continually inspires me to serve others more fully and to embrace whatever challenges I may face. In the last year, I've seen Faith step outside of her comfort zone and embrace everything to serve North Dakota FFA members with great love, service, and compassion. Faith, thank you for shining your light during your year of service and teaching us to shine our light and share our passions with others. North Dakota FFA, I am proud to introduce to you my cousin and best friend for her retiring address, your 2022-2023 North Dakota FFA State Reporter, Faith Norby.
Living life like it's a highway, and we're all stuck in town, like a preacher on a Sunday, always going over time, like the muddy water rushing in the river outside of town. Yeah, the clock just keeps on running, and we can't slow down. No matter where we're going, no matter where we're from, oh, we're all born to run.
8th grade Faith had a lot of embarrassing moments. But the worst one was when I showed up to my first ever FFA event without a white-collared shirt. I had forgotten one of the most basic parts of official dress, and I was stuck at winter leadership for 2 days without it.
Doesn't that sound like a great way to start an FFA career? When I recognized how out of place I would be in a sea of FFA members, I realized I could be mad at myself the whole time for forgetting my shirt, or I could choose to enjoy winter leadership. As we go through life, we're all faced with challenges, but it is how we respond to life's challenges that can make or break us. I've faced a lot of challenges in my life, but the biggest one is my visual impairment. I was born with cone dystrophy, which causes low vision, light sensitivity, and color blindness. Because of these side effects, I've encountered a lot of unique challenges in my life. For example, in kindergarten gym class, my teacher always told us to stand on the red line. It's kind of hard to stand on the red line when you don't know what color the lines are. But with the help of my classmates, I figured out where to go. As I grew older, I faced more emotional challenges, especially when all my classmates started getting their driver's license and I couldn't. I felt left out and frustrated because everyone around me seemed to be gaining independence while I was quite literally left in the dust. In these moments, I had two options. Either I could give in to anger and feel sorry for myself, or I could get up, dust myself off, and look for the positive parts of my situation. And there were positives. One benefit of not having my driver's license was that I had more time to spend with my dad when he drove me to events like early morning FFA practices. Looking back, those are some of my favorite memories with him. By choosing not to give in to anger and self-pity, I was able to find the hidden blessings of my visual impairment. While we may not be able to control everything in life, we do get to control how we respond to life circumstances. We have two options: either give in to a negative attitude, or get up, keep fighting, and choose to see the good in life's difficult circumstances. It is my hope that we can all keep fighting and searching for the good in our lives. Whether we're faced with not making varsity in our favorite sport, not getting the college scholarship we worked so hard for, or even something as simple as high school drama, we all encounter challenges and disappointments in our lives. But it is how we respond to these challenges that makes a world of difference. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I have any idea what difficult circumstances some of us have faced or are now facing. To be honest, life really sucks sometimes. But I truly believe that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. No matter what happens in our lives, there is always room for hope. It is up to us to find it. North Dakota FFA, we have a choice to make. When we face difficult circumstances, will we give in to self-pity or get up and look for the good in our lives? So get up, North Dakota, and find the light at the end of the tunnel.
When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give the answers as I cry out to you, I will trust, I will trust, I will trust in you.
To my whole family, thank you for always loving me and giving me the opportunity to pursue my passion for FFA. Mom, Dad, Tate and Clover, I love you all so much. Iris, thank you for being the best friend, cousin, and role model I could ever ask for. To my team, thank you for being my second family and for all the memories we've made together. Craig, Nikki, Rebecca, and Susie, thank you for helping us to become the best state officer team possible. Killdeer FFA, thank you for all the opportunities for growth that we've had together and the countless memories we've made. I am so proud of each and every one of you.
Mr. Johnson, thank you for being an amazing advisor and always helping me with my public speaking events. Mr. Lear, thank you for always holding me to high standards and encouraging me to #strive for excellence. I would not be half the leader that I am today without you. North Dakota FFA, thank you for allowing me to serve you this year. I'm so grateful for the time that we've had together. Finally, God, thank you for allowing me to serve you by serving North Dakota FFA and for putting so many people into my life. As always, all of the honor and glory for whatever I've accomplished this year goes to you.
Mom, Dad, come up here.
When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give the answers as I cry out to you, I will trust, I will trust, I will trust in you. Truth is, you know what tomorrow brings. There's not a day ahead you have not seen.
North Dakota FFA, it is my privilege to present to you my parents, Jeremy and Amy Norby.
Nothing less. When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give the answers as I cry.
Okay, guys, get up here.
I will trust, I will trust, I will trust in you. I will trust in you. You are my strength and comfort. You are my steady hand. You are my firm foundation, the rock on which I stand. Your ways are always higher. Your plans are always good. There's not a place where I'll go you've not already said.
Faith, you have always kept our team organized this year, even washing all of our clothes at the state fair. Your patient and loving attitude has been a really big part of the bond that our team shares. Thank you for all of your hard work this year. North Dakota FFA, I am proud to present to you your state reporter, Faith Norby.
When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give the answers as I cry out to you, I will trust, I will trust, I will trust in you.
We are students of the land. This land has taught us that the best way to learn is to do, that we are only as strong as our communities, that integrity and responsibility must be mutual, and that the smartest answers often come from the simplest beginnings. And while there are many ways to lead, the FFA way stands out. Through FFA, we transform into ourselves, the natural-born leaders, modern-day creators, and dedicated seekers of the 21st century. We practice now so we can become what the world needs next. We study the science of life and nature in order to grow. We use technology to improve medicine and strengthen businesses. We rethink traditions in order to create food safety for decades to come. And we respect our earth as much as we respect each other. We are students of our past, called to solve for today, so that we may lead for the future for all. We are FFA.
Let's give it up for our next talent. Here on the main stage, we have Leela Melvin from the Central Cass FFA chapter.
Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you do. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
Jacob, what's wrong?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like we're up to our eyes in debt. I think we're going to have to sell the ranch.
What? Let me see. Jacob, we're not broke. You forgot to add the revenue.
Oh, well, maybe the participants in the Farm and Agribusiness Management CD will help us figure out our finances.
The State Farm and Agribusiness Management event and national travel are sponsored by the ND Rural Rehabilitation Corporation and the North Dakota Farm Management Education Program. The traveling trophy was given in memory of Bill McDonald. Will sponsor representatives please join us on the stage? Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals that are displayed on the screen. Will the golds please come forward as your name is announced? Our gold contestants in Farm and Agribusiness Management are Chris Fleifel, Ashley FFA, Brian Harris, Carrington, Isabel Newman, Carrington, Gracie Severson, Edgecombe, Jaden Ellingson, Edgecombe, Austin Miller, Glenolan, Ethan Eckert, Harvey, Grant Anderson, Harvey, Tessa Dvorak, Killdeer, Nicholas Dahl, Kindred, Bo Salsing, Larimore, William Stover, Larimore, Jaden L. Mandan, Aiden Greer, Medina, Alexis Schneider, Napoleon, Jada Schwartzby, Napoleon, Tegan Erbley, Napoleon, Trenton Erbley, Napoleon, Riley Dahl, New Salem, Tegan Olson, Oak Sargent Central, Ella Peterson, Roulette, Mitchell Wibe, Roulette, Sarah Schmaltz, Rugby, Taylor Bush, Rugby, and Preston Kraft, Velva. These are your gold individuals.
We now ask that the top 5 individuals stay on stage until the high individual is announced. Emma Hone, Carrington. Wyatt Newman, Carrington. Joe Lindbergh, Carrington. Alex Pittman, New Salem. And Evan Olson, Oakside and Central, Ellendale. Our high individual who receives the $250 stipend and the baby bison is Alex Pittman of the New Salem FFA chapter. Now for the team awards. Congratulations to all those teams that received bronze and silver team awards displayed on the screen. Will a representative come forward as the gold teams are announced? Your gold teams are Edgecolm, Harvey, Larimore, Oak Sergeant Central Ellendale, and Rugby. Will the top 3 teams and their advisor please come forward and remain on the stage? Your top 3 teams are New Salem, Carrington, and Napoleon. Team will receive a trip to the National Convention sponsored by North Dakota Rural Rehabilitation Corporation. Representing North Dakota in November will be the team from Carrington, coached by Missy Hansen.
I am never milking the cows again.
Yeah, I used to hate that chore too. I'm so glad we got that robotic milker.
We have a robotic milker?
You milked all 200 cows by hand?
Let's get on with the Milk Quality Products and Awards. Our state sponsor for Milk Quality Products Career Development Event are Wahpeton FFA alumni and the Associated Milk Producers Incorporated. Would representatives from these sponsors come forward and help present these awards? Congratulations to the bronze and silver award winners you can find on the screens. The gold individuals are asked to please come forward and accept their award. Sam Simmons, Carrington. Ian Hovdens, Carrington. Lacey Wiles, Lax Burlington. Mackenzie Winkler, Grant County. Mariah Lovero, Granville. Kaylee Schatz, Hebron. Kaden Stankin, Hebron. Kara Sawaski, Lidgerwood. Taryn Olson, Maddock A.S. Gibbons. Katie Heeb, Medina. Sienna Garrett, Medina. Hayden Schuler, Minot. Ryan Hendrickson, Minot. Taylor Reinhard, Minot. Riley Beck, Mohall. Zoe Robinson, New Salem. Allison Selensky, Rugby. Addison Dosh, Rugby. Janelle Hansen, Tioga. Dillian Drake, Sith Towner. Keenly Beater, Velva. Elizabeth Hansen, Velva. And Justin Booz, Wilton. These are our gold individuals. We ask that our top 5 individuals to come forward and remain on the stage until the high individual is announced. Anna Palmer, Hebron. Carrie Thompson, New Salem. Abby Lennox, New Salem. Madison Thompson, New Salem. And Grace O'Lean, New Salem. The high individual receives a baby bison trophy and a $250 check. The high individual in milk quality and products is Carrie Thompson of the New Salem FFA chapter. We will follow with the team awards. Congratulations to those teams that finished in bronze and silver categories displayed on the screen. This brings us to the gold milk quality teams in our state. Will one representative from each gold team please come forward to accept their rosette? Our gold teams are Carrington, Rugby, and Velva. Will the top 3 teams and their advisor come forward as they are called and remain on stage until the state champion team is announced? Our top 3 teams are Hebron, New Salem, and Minot. Now, it's time to reveal the team that will represent North Dakota at the national event and receive the traveling trophy. The team is from the New Salem FFA chapter.
for the ENR Awards.
Where are they? Where's the emergency?
What are you talking about?
Don't worry, I know CPR.
I didn't say CPR, I said ENR. Let's go to Caitlin for our ENR Awards.
The Environmental and Natural Resources CDE is sponsored by Farmers Mutual of Nebraska. Will a sponsor please join us on the stage? Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals that are displayed on our screen. Will the gold individuals please come forward as you are announced? Our gold contestants in Environmental and Natural Resources CDE are Katie Wright from Beulah, McCoy Mole from Beulah, Bailey Laura from Carrington, Joe Lindbergh from Carrington, Carly Leishman from Carrington, Nicole Lee from Carrington, Forrest Sears from Central Cass, Kate Annie from Dickinson, Wyatt Loken from Divide County, Dylan Ostoff from Edgeley-Culm, Natalie Severson from Edgeley-Culm, Ryan Snidely from President Bowdoin, Jory Jerstead from Finley Sharon, Michael Gardner from Glen Olin, Logan Tyler from Golden Valley, Daniel Nyga from Harvey, Kylie Steig from Harvey, Noah Ziegler from Harvey, Ella Freeble from Hettinger, Tate Simmons from Killdeer, Andrew Traum from Kindred, Claire McDonald from Kindred, Jonathan Schmidt from Mandan, Logan Blair from Mandan, Mason Brew from Mandan, Trinity Anderson from Mandan, Chance Hansel from New Salem, Megan Nelson from New Salem, Shaylee Zeibelman from Oakshire and Central Ellendale, Allison Heave from Richland 44, Isabel Vile from Richland 44, Jaden Jutman from Rolla, Caleb Shawn from Rugby, Aiden Fisher from Scranton, Malachi Diesel from Scranton, Annalise Rauschenberg from South Prairie, Carson Anderson from South Prairie, Joshua Lindbow from South Prairie, Lane Novak from South Prairie, Riley Johnson from South Prairie, and Abby Peterson from Velva. These are our gold individuals. Our top 5 individuals please come forward and remain on stage until our high individual is announced. The top 5 individuals are Elijah Getson from Glen Olin, Brett Baumgarten from Kindred, Joseph Gartner from Glen Olin, Jack Southworth from Kindred, and Sean Bryan from Killdeer. Individual who will receive the $250 stipend and the baby bison is Elijah Getson from Glen Olin. Now time for the team awards. Congratulations to those teams that received bronze and silver team awards as shown on the screen. Will one representative come forward as each gold team is announced? Carrington, Harvey, Mandan, Killdeer, Richland 44, and Edgeley-Culm. Again, would all team members and their advisor come from the top 3 gold teams, please come on stage. Glen Olin, Kindred, and South Prairie. The High Team in the Environmental and Natural Resources event representing us at the National Convention in October and receiving the traveling trophy is the Granola FFA chapter, coached by Zachary Krein.
Thank you, Caitlin. With that concludes our time at the NDFFA Ranch for this session. I will now turn it back over to our president, Amy Klein, for closing ceremonies.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I do, Madam President. At this time, the state officer candidates are dismissed to their campaign stations. This afternoon session starts at 1 p.m. sharp. Delegates, please make sure you are in your convention seats at this time. It's door prize time. We are super excited to announce the winner of the flat screen TV from the NDFFA Foundation. Senior sign-up is Lane Novak from the South Prairie FFA chapter. You can claim your prize back at the NDFFA Foundation table. Just a reminder that your dorms need to be cleaned, swept, and the garbage taken out immediately after this session. If you are unable to receive any award during this morning session or any other session, make your way to the Secretary Station to fill out a card. I also have a lot of items at our Lost and Found, including a nice Stanley and a new lost dorm key. If you're missing any of these things, please come up and see me and I will give them to you. That is all, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this session? We're about to join the session of the 94th North Dakota FFA State Convention. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. For the members and guests, please join me in the salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now declare the session adjourned.